Hey guys, man, here we are at the end of the month, and I totally thought I was gonna get back to you way faster with an update because I had the drawings done. But man, I got so much to talk about. Let's just jump right into these drawings. All right, I'm probably not even gonna talk much about these drawings. It's pretty simple. I'll re-update you. You know, I got these markers, Tombow markers. Boom. I got some color, and I have some black and gray, and I'm just using them. That's what we're doing. We're doing some black and white images with some color images mixed in. You'll see what I'm getting at. Just watch the drawings and enjoy. I was thinking, oh yeah, and the subject matter is just women and landscapes. I mean, why not? We'll talk a little bit more about it, but I got a ton of other stuff I really want to get into. Last month I said that this is more like a vlog update thing, so that's kind of what we're doing. I'm trying to stay. Also, last month we were shooting the camera upside down. This month I decided if I turn the camera sideways, I got more face per the sensor in the anyway. So we're going sideways this week. I'm not gonna turn the camera because I don't even know how that would look. But anyway, so yes. So here I made a list because I was like, I got so much to talk about that I feel like I need to update you guys on. Last month I said I was going to talk about hitting a wall, and that's still going to be the next video because when I was doing these I was still going strong. Now I will talk about how my expectations have changed since the last video. That was at the beginning of the month, and I had done all these drawings. I already did all the drawings you're going to see today, and all the drawings from the next video. Just done. They're already done. All I needed to do was come in here and record this, and my month has been crazy. The last video, I just finished getting sick. This video, I'm just getting over being sick again. Having a daughter, man, it'll get you sick. I mean, a kid, any kid. I mean, I say daughter, but any kid, just all of a sudden I've been sick more times since she's been born than I've been sick in the last like 7 years. Like, it's crazy. I mean, they say that's how it goes. So yeah, I've been sick again. So there we go. That one was right there. Sick again. So that affects my production rate, which is what I want to talk about. Me having a consistent schedule. I was bragging. I was getting so much done. I did all these drawings, and I was talking about it. It's like I got all this other stuff I got to do. I still haven't finished doing all the other stuff, but let's go through some of these things, you know, that we did get done. I got more stickers. Boom. I showed you the other stickers last time. I got new ones, and these stickers are so good. I had 3 of them stolen from me at an art show, but we'll talk about the art show. I got some magnets. Yeah, guy playing guitar on the moon. Magnets. I kind of wish they didn't have the white border, but I kind of like it. It kind of makes it have like a Polaroid feel, like, you know, I took this picture of me and my friends on the moon. So yeah, I got new products in. I did an art show. let's talk about this art show and why I wrote Ego Death down here. And before we start talking about this art show, I want to give a shout out to Birmingham Oddities and Brian Burks. Brian Burks hosted the punk rock art show that I got to go to. Oh, and there are people doing yard work today, so I'm so sorry. I don't have another time to do this, so the noise isn't whatever. Hopefully they don't just, because they're going to be cutting down a tree, they don't start like, because that's what they've been doing. I'm hoping I can get this done real quickly. We're going to go ahead, we're on the second drawing here. Go to the second drawing, boom. All right, so now, so yeah, thanks Birmingham Oddities and Brian Burks for having the punk rock art show. I made a decent amount of money. I'm not gonna disclose that, but it was great. I think the best part was I saw this meme that was talking about how 20 people online coming to your page. Isn't that it's? But if 20 people came in here right now, I'd be like, there's 20 people in here. So it's like there's this weird disconnect. I got like 1,000 views on a video on Instagram. And I'm like, oh, no one saw it. But at the punk rock art show, a guy was literally looking through the artwork, and the last drawing that's in this little series here, he saw it. And he was like, oh, man, I saw this. And I was like, hey, that's good to know, because I'm so disconnected. Like, who... I mean, if you don't get likes, comments, or shares, you're just like posting into the void of stuff or whatever, So it's just like it can be kind of frustrating and stuff. So yeah, I love the punk rock art show because I got to interact with a lot of people. My boss from New Orleans, the tattoo shop, Jackie, had went to Nashville and got a tattoo. I was driving through, and she came by. And I went outside to get her to bring her into the punk rock art show. And while I was outside, I asked someone at a booth nearby to watch my table. And I came back in, and 3 of my skull stickers were stolen. And it's a weird situation. Because on the one hand, heck yeah, someone likes my stickers so much they stole them. On the other hand, you stole my stickers! Why are you stealing my stickers? So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. But I like people coming up and seeing my art and interacting with people. It was weird being out and interacting with people I hadn't seen in years, or people that I had weird drama with from social media drama. But that's what social media drama is. It's not real. Seeing them in person's what's real, right? And it's not that much different. What, we're both online and I hardly interact with those people. I saw them in person, I hardly interacted with them. It's trying to wrap my head around this stuff because it's so, like, what do they call it? The perspective. I was 27, or not, I was 20 something, we'll say like 25 or something, when I got MySpace. And that was my first social media. That's so old. And I mean, everybody has some similar story my age or older, or and then as you go younger, I think the main difference is just the rules you learn to understand. Like I had a problem with talking to my cousin about stuff. Let's go to the next drawing. Boom, that's 2. We got 3 more. Then I was talking to my cousin and one time online, and he was being very inappropriate with some of the language he was using, which in person is totally okay with me because I understand the context. He's not trying to offend me, and I'm not trying to be offended. Now, my cousin has offended me, and he knows how to do that. It's not some of the language he was using, but on my social media, I interact with people that are different than me all the time. I've always been a very eclectic person in the types of people I keep around, so I have to be a lot more careful with how I talk around certain groups, and I always have been that way, and that's been part of the thing about the language. But then just the context of everything, like I don't necessarily disagree with cancel culture, but I don't necessarily agree with it either. It's somewhere in the middle. There needs to be some kind of Anyway, that's not what we want to talk about. Well, what else do we got written down? All right, we thanked Brian in Birmingham. We're going to talk about hitting the wall. We're talking about the art show. That was great. We can't wait for another one. He's got these bigger art shows. There's one in June or July that's an erotic art show, so I'm going to be drawing some erotic stuff coming up. He does a lot of punk shows and metal shows. Expectation versus reality. So, and being realistic with myself, and that's what I wanted to talk about. I did all those drawings in 2 weeks, and I was like, it almost felt like being bipolar or something, because I was all hyped up. I was excited. I felt like everything was going good, and then it was like, oh, now I got to do other stuff. Like, it's like I said in the last video, if I could just draw and be done with it, that would be great. But I have to go to these art shows. I have to order stickers. I have to order magnets. I have to think about, what is someone going to buy? What is someone going to like enough to steal from me? You know, I have to spend time doing this stuff, and then I have other responsibilities, you know, and that's been the main thing. Is like, I'm like, oh yeah, there we go, back to CrossFit. Oh yeah, because I've been wanting to be healthy and exercise, so I started back CrossFit, and that's been taking up some of my time, and it gives me less time to work on drawing stuff. And I mean, some of it's still scheduling, because some of the paperwork, I still got to upload all these images to my Squarespace. I still got to, I don't even think I've been uploading the video links to Squarespace. So I got to spend like a whole day just updating my Squarespace. I need to make that part of my process. I should write that down. Process Squarespace. But yeah, you know, like, I got to go to these shows. I got to look at the calendar. I got to make sure that I can do this on my wife's time. Let's go to the next image 3. We got 2 more. So, yeah. So, what was I going with that? Yeah, expectations versus reality. So, I did those 10 drawings, or however many it was. I think it was 10. It might have been 15. It was a lot. And I actually cut a bunch of paper over here. So, I got a bunch of paper ready, because that's part of the process, is cutting paper. I got a bunch of paper ready so I can make some more. I was, you know, feeling it. But then, you know, I had this one weekend I had to spend, oh man, I just bent this one. One weekend I had to spend at the art show, the 2 days, and then I have to also I have to parent some to give my wife a break. And, yeah, so jiu-jitsu, CrossFit, drawing, Squarespace, and mental health. Oh man, because I got sick, and then I got depressed because it was the anniversary of a car wreck I got in. I don't know if y'all can see this scar. Whatever. I went through a car windshield, and it's kind of depressing sometimes to think about, but yeah, it kind of triggered me. I didn't really do anything for a day or two, and then I just feel like all the terrible things that go with being hard on yourself, you know, and it's hard to pull yourself out of it. But I saw a meme on, I saw a Jordan Peterson thing. It wasn't even just a meme. It was just maybe it was a YouTube short or something, but he was talking about how, the difference between leaders and, something else. But he was saying leaders self-motivate. So, you know, like, you know, everybody might get in a funk and get down on themselves, and you know, but a leader is able to pull himself out. And I feel like I might be a good leader, but it's taxing sometimes, you know. And then it's like, who am I even leading? You know, I don't see a bunch of people around following me. Like, I'll be trying to recruit some people. Join my cult. Don't you want to be in my cult? We're gonna be, you know, I don't know. Join the cult of Brannon. I'm going to lead you into better pastures. But yeah, that kind of helped me feel better. And being sick also got me out of being depressed. It's hard to be depressed when you're sick and you're throwing up and got diarrhea. It's really hard. Alright, let's go to the last video. It's really hard because, I don't know, I mean, because it's like your survival mode. You're just like, I just want to be okay. I just want to live. Please. Oh, it'd just be nice just to not feel like this. And then when you don't feel like that, you're like, yay, this is great. Just feeling good is good. It's when, you know, maybe you got too much time on your hands and you're like, oh, existential crisis. Why am I not successful? How do I even measure this success? And that's the last thing I got written on here. Expectations versus reality, being realistic with the self, and measuring success to see clearly. And this goes back to the art show Ego Death, is going to the art show and it's helped my ego. And I know a lot of people talk about ego death and about having, you have an ego, like you're arrogant or something, but that's not what an ego is. And ego is yourself, and ego death can be good. I mean, and when they're talking about it with hallucinating and the ego death, they mean it the right way, because ego is you. It's you. Like if you've ever been like, you know, I want one of these stickers. You know, that's you wanting, you know, and it's contemplating. It's the decision kind of area, you know, like it's like if you're eating food, you know you need to eat food because you're hungry. Your ego tells you when you've had enough food. And what people usually refer to as an inflated ego, where you think you need more food than you actually need, which then leads to the arrogance thing that people are just like ego, but it's like adjectives mean things. I don't know what to tell you. Like you can't just take an adjective off a word and it still mean the same thing. But anyway, we're not gonna get into that. So yeah, being realistic with yourself sometimes is, you know, that was impressive. I did like 15 drawings in 2 weeks until I was almost burnt out, and then I was like mad at myself because here we are at the end of the month and I haven't made any more drawings or any more videos. I've been busy all month though, doing art related stuff, but it's like because I don't have these drawings in my hand, you know, it's like it's like this is the only thing I'm measuring my success by, but I gotta realize that all these other things are part of that, you know, me reading these books or me studying or me editing this video or, you know, all these other things I'm doing that I myself don't respect. And that's what it's getting down to, is I don't respect myself. Like I'm so hard on myself. I'm like, you ordered stickers, so what? Yeah, you know how long it took me to order these stickers? Number one, I had to take the artwork and scan it into the computer and make sure it's a high quality image. Then I have to look up the size that they have. Then I have to decide on the size and how much I want to spend. Then I had to crop it out, and I deleted the shadow down here because I thought it would look better as a sticker. And they had a clear sticker, so I got the clear ones. Here, we'll show this one that is clear, which I thought looked better for the sticker, but they had a deal that was going on, so I did it real quickly. And then, yeah, I had to do all that. Then I have to wait 4 hours for a proof, and then sometimes I have to get them to do 2. And I mean, it don't sound like a lot, because it's all spread out too over that time period. It's not like all at once, but you know, it can be occupying your mind while you're like, oh, I got 4 hours. Well, how do I effectively use the 4 hours in between sending that stuff off? And some of it's making this stuff into a habit. And I'm starting these as new things, you know, like I have tons of old artwork I could just print. You know, I could get everything on this page printed as some kind of sticker or something and color it in, and I could probably sell most of them, but you know, deciding on what's the proper way to invest my time and investing it, and then coming with a final product, and then going out and interacting with the public, and then staying sane. And not being so hard on myself where I'm just like, you loser, what are you doing? Alright, let's just end all of it. That should be all the drawings, and let's just do a little closing. I usually close by just letting the drawing play out. But today I just wanted to give you a sign off. I wanted to update you on all this stuff. I feel like it was a good month. I still got another video. I'm probably not going to have it till next month, but I still got 5 drawings for another video. But I'm ready. I've been itching to do some more drawings. I sold all the skulls almost. I think I have 1 or 2 left, but I need to draw some more skulls. So we'll be doing another skull video coming up. And then today we did all these ladies and landscapes with color. I really had some stuff to say about it, but not much. I mean, it's just they were great. They were great. I loved how colorful and fun, and I think I'm gonna explore these some more. And I'm definitely I talked about Camilla D'Erico last time, if I'm saying her name right. I was looking it up today. I don't think I was saying her name right, but you know, that's what happens when you don't live inside the bubble, when you live outside the box, and you're like, oh, I gotta figure this out on my own. You know, I need some kind of Rosetta Stone. Is that what it was? The stone they found with the whatever. Hey guys, thanks for coming. See you next month.